Come on, Charlie. Come back. Oh, thank goodness. Look, Charlie, we need to talk. We'll just come back online, please. Please, Charlie. Let's just talk.
Happy now? I feel like someone's force-fed me a hand grenade and it's just gone off. And who's going to help me put the pieces of me back together? They're the questions I need answering, not your cliches or your flaming platitudes, because I'm educated, Jack. You can't give me any answer that I've already thought of for myself. Don't you get that? Make the world go away. Take it off my shoulder. Say the things you used to say. Make the world. Have you been gay all your life then?
I beg your pardon.
Oh, the indignation. Your secret's out.
Is this relevant?
Is anything. You asked me to come back on. You know, you said to me during one of our shittier sessions that being true to oneself is the basis for inner peace. Blah, blah, blah. When are you going to start?
It has nothing to do with my job.
So all those times you could have spoken from experience, you chose to refer back to the empty textbook answers. That's why there's so many people in this world with issues, you know.
Why?
Because there's no honest help out there. Will you let me come and retile your bathroom for you, Jack?
Hey, sorry. You've done that sort of thing before, have you? No, it doesn't need it.
No, I haven't. Never tiled anything in my life. So I wouldn't expect anyone to ask me to do it for them.
So what's your point?
My point is, you could have answered my questions from experience. You could have told me that you questioned your sexuality or you were proud to be whatever it is you pretend to be. But no. You hide behind the phrase, this isn't about me. And you skirted around those things like if you answered me, you'd be giving yourself away. So I ask again, who is really analysing who then, Mr. Bannerman?
Don't presume to know me, Charlie. Okay, you want the truth? Yeah, I'm gay. Happy now? Full marks for observation.
Great gaydar, right?
Whatever. But it has nothing to do with my job. Why would it? What I do with my clients is for their benefit, and bringing my problems into the mix, well, that would hardly be a help now, would it?
Ah, so you do have problems with it?
I didn't say that. What I meant...
Oh, God, you're so easily led. Maybe I should be the one to counsel you. This is my entire point. What qualifies you to think you know me now? I don't even think you know yourself.
Charlie.
Jack. God, you're as bad as everyone else.
Am I, Charlie? Really?
When I told you I considered renting myself in London a few years back, you didn't react. I thought you'd be shocked, at least. I was shocked. I do that sometimes, you know. Shock myself. I, more than anyone else, know what I'm capable of.
And that is what concerns me, Charlie.
Would anyone refuse me?
What? Sorry?
Would anyone refuse me? I'm young. People may have wanted my company enough, they might well have wanted to pay for it.
But they wouldn't have been paying you for your company. You must...
What? Must know what? I'm not stupid, but I'd still feel worth something. I'd still feel I had value. But these days, does that sound bad? Does it shock you that at times I've been so desperate for acceptance I would have done anything for it? Attention, you'd say, I guess. No one notices people like me, so
Well, what saved you from doing it?
save me. Is that how you see it? I was a victim.
Well, you decided against it and did nothing about it. You're strong, Charlie. Why do you allow a memory of something you didn't do hurt you?
Because I think I might have enjoyed it. Is that hard to understand? Does that surprise you as well, Jack? That I might have enjoyed being needed and
Feeling worse. That's what you said. You were addicted to the feeling that you'd be wanted, not the other stuff.
forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. The other stuff. Jack, you can't even say it. I think you're repressed, mate. You're in need of counselling.
Charlie, I can see the anger in you. I don't think it will be right to leave it here. I'm going to ring your doctor. The 10-week referral is just not enough. There's more to be gone through.
I can't tell you anymore.
There is so much more, Charlie.
It's been too hard for me to talk and not mention names. I told you that. You said if our sessions implicated anyone or highlighted an abuser, you had the legal obligation to report and take it further. You said you're not allowed to keep the secrets I tell you. And that takes even more control of my own life away from me. That's not fair.
We can still talk. I've seen you holding back every time we get close to the issues that are really stopping you from moving on.
Until I met you, I thought I had moved on. I thought most of the past was left there.
Well, that's not true, or you wouldn't have arrived in my practice in the first place. One thing I do know is it's unfair to keep on punishing yourself for the actions of others.
Do you know that from experience then? Is that what your problem is, Jack?
I told you, this is not about me. No matter how much you think you know me or can counsel me, it's not how this works.
Then it's not real, is it? If all it is your job, then why should I listen to you? Why the hell should I act on anything you tell me? It doesn't come from experience, but from a textbook, a book I could quite easily write myself. You're not the first, you know.
The first?
The first counts I've had. There've been a few over recent years, and I could see through each and every one of them. I could have written the scripts for them.
But Charlie, there are stages and protocols to this sort of thing, and they're in place to keep the clients, you, safe.
Because we're not strong enough to take the truth as you see it. Is that what you mean?
No, well, yes, kind of.
There are tens of thousands of me out there, you know. I bet that the majority of kids I knew when I was younger are all going through what I'm going through now. Then that haven't topped themselves, that is. And I bet that each and every one of them that sought counselling have heard the same rhetoric.
Well, maybe you're right, Charlie, but it works for many people. Sometimes just listening is all we have to do.
I'm tired of talking and having no one listen.
Charlie, where have you gone?
Cheers.
That's not going to help. Do you want to go on with this?
Need the money, do you?
No, and that's not fair. I'm showing you professional concern, that's all.
How old are you, Jack?
Why?
Just want to know. How old are you?
Is this relevant? I'm 46.
You're in a relationship.
Not relevant.
Not relevant, not relevant. Look, we're not friends. I don't give a shit about your life one bit, but I don't trust anyone who can't answer a simple, bloody question. I know your job is to listen, but I have the right to know who I'm talking to, right? You're gay, you say. I think empathy is important. Are you happy and living with a man? Simple questions.
Yes, to both questions, but it really has no bearing on what we're trying to achieve here.
Achieve? Bloody hell, you make me sound like your latest project. You achieve another success and I achieve peace of mind, is that it? Don't be so naive, man.
Well, wanting to help others and believing I can is what keeps me going. Oh, look, you're doing it again. I'm answering to you when you're the one that needs the support.
When I was a kid, when really bad things happened to me, I could never run to my mum and dad. Mum was all bloody Coronation Street and cupcakes, and dad was a bastard, so I couldn't talk to anyone. Please, can't you understand? You've missed the point. You got it wrong.
But we're not finished.
Yes, we are. Because you never saw what I needed. What I always needed was a conversation. Someone just to listen and not judge. Not sit there taking notes for no reason. An equal, two-sided conversation with like-minded people. And it never happened in my life. I don't care if this is counselor and client. You could have pretended it was more than that. You could have humoured me.
How could I have known that's what you were looking for? And secondly, that wouldn't have been professional.
Look at it from my point of view. I've been alone all my life. I've shunned relationships for fear of getting close to anyone. I spent my teens being scared, closing up, not having the ability or the opportunity to talk to anyone. Anyone that came back with answers that didn't come from a Freudian textbook.
Well, that is not how I work. And it never has been because
Because it's not professional. Okay, I get it. Just do me a favor for a minute. Humour me. Don't go back to my doctor.
But you need more time, Charlie. I can't leave it like this. I told you that.
Then be my friend. Leave the doctors out of this and talk to me. Talk to me as a person and not a client or a statistic, or this may yet come in handy for me. I may yet tell you something that could land me in a lot of trouble and make your life difficult.
Difficult?